Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the wild world of animal reactions, but with a twist. Forget fight or flight, we're counting down the top 8 animals that have the weirdest responses when fear kicks in. Get ready for some bizarre behaviors you won't believe. This list is packed with surprises, so buckle up and let's get started with number. Coming in at number 8, we have the master of dramatic fainting, the Virginia opossum. Now, we all know they play possum when threatened, but what exactly does that entail? It's more than just a little lie down. When a predator comes calling, the opossum goes full method actor. They'll flop onto their side, go completely limp, and even release a foul-smelling greenish fluid from their anal glands. Yes, you heard that right. They literally play dead and try to smell like they've been dead for a while. It's a truly Oscar-worthy performance, designed to convince predators that they're not a tasty, fresh meal anymore. Who wants to eat something that looks and smells like it's rotting? Smart move, opossum. This elaborate act can last anywhere from a few minutes to several hours, depending on how persistent the threat is. Once the danger has passed and the coast is clear, this seemingly deceased creature will slowly come back to life and scamper away. Talk about a dramatic exit. Slithering into our number 7 spot is an animal that takes defense to a new slippery level, the hagfish. These eel-like creatures might not look particularly intimidating, but when they're scared, they unleash a truly unbelievable weapon. Imagine being attacked and your immediate reaction is to produce so much thick, gooey slime that it literally suffocates your attacker. That's exactly what the hagfish does. When threatened, they can release an enormous amount of sticky, proteinaceous slime from pores along their body. This slime expands rapidly in seawater, creating a suffocating and disorienting cloud around the predator. It can clog the gills of fish, making it difficult for them to breathe. Some predators even release the hagfish immediately to avoid suffocating themselves. And if that wasn't weird enough, the hagfish can actually tie itself into a knot to scrape the slime off its own body. Talk about resourceful and utterly disgusting. Scientists are even studying the properties of this incredible slime for potential uses in material science. Who knew snot could be so fascinating? Now, let's move on to an animal that's famous for its peculiar reaction to fear, the fainting goat, also known as the myotonic goat. These goats have a genetic condition called myotonia congenita, which affects their muscles. Unlike the opossum, these goats don't intentionally play dead. When they're suddenly startled or excited, their muscles temporarily stiffen up, often causing them to fall over. They remain conscious, but are temporarily paralyzed for a few seconds. It can look quite dramatic and even a little comical, but for the goats, it's a real physiological response. Younger goats tend to fall over more frequently, while older goats learn to manage the stiffness better and might just stumble or brace themselves. Despite their dramatic reactions, these goats are generally healthy and can live normal lives. Their unique condition has even become popular as pets and for novelty farms. Just try not to jump out and yell "boo" too often. Our number 5 spot belongs to a creature that takes extreme measures when it comes to self-defense, the sea cucumber. These squishy, sausage-shaped marine animals have a truly bizarre way of dealing with threats. When a sea cucumber feels threatened, some species will actually eject their internal organs, including their digestive system and respiratory organs, out of their anus. Yes, you saw that right. It's a messy and seemingly suicidal defense mechanism. The idea is that the predator will be distracted by the discarded organs, giving the sea cucumber a chance to escape. But here's the truly amazing part. The sea cucumber can regenerate these lost organs. Over the period of weeks or months, they can regrow their entire digestive tract and other internal bits. It's a remarkable feat of regeneration and a truly shocking way to avoid becoming someone's lunch. Talk about leaving your guts on the battlefield.
Rolling into our number 4 spot is an animal that prefers to turn itself into an impenetrable fortress when scared, the armadillo lizard. These small, spiky reptiles have a unique defense strategy that's both effective and incredibly cute. When threatened, the armadillo lizard will quickly curl into a tight ball, tucking its head and limbs inside its armored body and gripping its tail in its mouth. This creates a near-perfect spiky sphere with no vulnerable soft spots exposed. Their tough scale-like plates provide excellent protection against predators, making them look like tiny living armadillos, hence the name. This defensive posture can be held for a significant amount of time until the danger passes. It's a brilliant example of how a physical adaptation can provide incredible defense. They essentially transform themselves from a vulnerable lizard into a miniature, unappetizing tank. Coming in at number 3, we have a classic contender in the weird defense department, the skunk. We all know about their potent spray, but the skunk's pre-spray routine and accuracy are what truly make their fear response noteworthy. When a skunk feels threatened, it doesn't just immediately unleash its smelly arsenal. First, it goes through a series of warning signals. This can include arching its back, hissing, stopping its front feet, and raising its bushy tail. These are clear messages to potential predators. Back off or you'll regret it. If these warnings are ignored, then comes the main event, the infamous skunk spray. They can accurately aim this incredibly foul-smelling oily liquid at their attacker's face, and the effects can be temporary blindness and intense nausea. What makes it even weirder is their precision. They can actually pivot their rear end to aim the spray while keeping their eyes on the threat. And different species of skunks can even have slightly different smelling sprays. Talk about personalized chemical warfare. Reaching our number 2 spot is an animal that takes defense to a literally explosive level, the bombardier beetle. These small insects have an incredible and somewhat terrifying way of deterring predators. When threatened, the bombardier beetle can spray a hot, irritating chemical mixture from the tip of its abdomen. What makes this truly bizarre is how this chemical reaction occurs. The beetle stores 2 separate chemical compounds, hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide, in separate chambers within its body. When it feels threatened, it mixes these compounds with enzymes in a reaction chamber, causing a violent exothermic reaction that heats the mixture to near boiling point. It then sprays this hot, irritating liquid out in a series of rapid popping bursts, often accompanied by a noticeable puff of vapor. This scalding and irritating spray can effectively deter many predators, from ants to frogs. It's like having a miniature biological flamethrower built right in. Talk about a shocking defense mechanism. And finally, taking the top spot on our list of animals that do weird things when scared, the humble chicken. Now, you might be thinking, what's so weird about a chicken getting scared? Well, prepare to be surprised by a phenomenon known as tonic immobility, or more colloquially, animal hypnosis. When a chicken is suddenly and intensely frightened, particularly if it feels trapped or physically restrained, it can enter a catatonic state. If you gently flip a chicken onto its back and hold it there for a short period, it will often remain completely still, with its eyes either open and glazed over or closed. It appears to be paralyzed or hypnotized. This state can last for anywhere from a few seconds to a few minutes. Scientists believe this is an involuntary response to extreme fear, possibly a last-ditch effort to appear uninteresting or dead to a predator. While it might look strange, it's a fascinating example of how fear can manifest in unexpected ways in the animal kingdom. So, next time you see a chicken, remember they have a surprisingly weird trick up their feathery sleeve. Wow! Who knew there were so many bizarre ways animals react to fear? From smelly, fainting spells to explosive sprays and even temporary hypnosis, the animal kingdom is full of surprises. Which of these weird animal defenses surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more amazing animal facts, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next countdown. Thanks for watching.